Hello everybody, it is time for the Lamley Saturday Showcase. This has been requested by many of you. You want to see a Hot Wheels Speed Machines showcase, and I am very happy to show you what I have. We're going into the box. It's a new box today. That should be exciting. And we're going to showcase one of the great, kind of underappreciated and now way appreciated lines. That is Speed Machines. Here we go. So we start our presentation with this. That is not a Speed Machines. It is actually the Enzo Ferrari in beautiful gold from the Ferrari Racer series. Predates Speed Machines, but I think it's important to understand this line before you understand what the Speed Machines were. All Ferraris, all in this series called Ferrari Racers, released in the US and in Europe, maybe elsewhere, somewhere exclusive to Europe. I think this one was. Full deco, and these co-mold wheels. Co-mold wheels are exactly that, two-piece wheels. The rims and the tires. They're not real riders. They are plastic. I'll show it to you right here. See, plastic tires or wheels that were much more low profile than the standard real riders at the time. Most of the real riders fit on classic cars, not on sports cars or current sports cars. They put them on these Ferraris, and I think the consensus was they look so good on Ferraris, kind of that somewhat deep barrel, medium deep barrel with the cool rims, that maybe these would work well on all the other sports cars that really have not found a place in Hot Wheels premium lines. So, with these awesome Ferraris getting the full details and looking so good with the co-mold wheels, why not apply it to sports cars? And that is how the Speed Machines were born. These Ferraris were about 2007, 2008. Speed Machines came out around 2009, 2010. So what I'm going to do is start with this. We will work through everything that I've got. I don't have all of them by any means, not even close. You'll have to go to the internet to see all the other models, but I have all the ones I want. Priced at about $250. This is the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Every one of them with co-mold wheels, every one of them with racing or sports car decos, and total complete premium decos. There were also new castings introduced. We're just working through the A's to the Z's. This is the Audi Tts. We have not seen it since. No racing graphics on this one because not needed. So this was a brand new casting. I'll try and remember which ones were brand new and which ones weren't. You saw this one in the Bugatti Veyron showcase I did last week. This is the Bugatti Veyron, obviously, in Speed Machines. This is the second most sought after, at least based on price, the second most sought after Speed Machines model. Price is usually around $130, $140, I think. Carded, of course. C6R. Check out all the deco on this. The skull, everything. From windows. This is based on an actual race car. That one you can just stare at for a while. Ferrari California. To finish my thought, these were released on larger cards, and they were just massive peg warmers. Some sold, but even models like the Bugatti didn't sell very well. So this was a line that actually was fairly incomplete. Ferrari 599 Gtb Black co-molds. Yeah, some of these models sold well, some of them didn't. A lot of them hung for almost years, to be honest. It just was a line that probably was a little ahead of its time. Here's another color. Several recolors in this series. .612 Scaglietti. I think people look at these lines and go, man, these would be so popular now, and I think they would. I would love to see a Speed Machines car culture segment. I've even said this, I'd love to see these co-mold wheels go real riders. Can you imagine a Speed Machines line, like 5 sports cars, when there's so many that they've done lately, Hot Wheels has done, with these co-molds as real riders? Okay, we're moving to probably the most legendary new casting of the Speed Machines line. This is the 599XX. We know it as two very popular Super Treasure Hunts. But this was released in 4 colors in the Speed Machines line. This is the first one based on an actual, is it Nürburgring, I think, that this was the test car. This is one of the test car's actual liveries in red. I don't think this was a standard, or this was an actual licensed deco. I think they did this one themselves. Then recolored in black. But the most legendary color, you probably know which one I'm talking about. This is the most valuable Speed Machines there is. This is the Zamak Ferrari 599XX. I've seen it go as high as $250. It's probably settled a little bit in the $175 range, carded, I think. I think I've seen them loose go fairly high as well. It's an absolutely stunning model, and it is my favorite Speed Machines as well. All right, moving from Ferrari to Ford. There's a lot more Ferraris in the line. You'll just have to look them up. Here's the Ford GT LM. Beautiful model in teal, but I think the best one is the black and gold one. I'll show that one next. And there you go. How cool is that? Black and gold, full detail. The co-molds look fantastic. There were other Fords as well, but I just kept those Ford GT LMs. Like I said, there's just so many of them. You'll have to look them up. Going on to Lamborghini. This is the only one that I think was kind of a classic type casting. I think they redid this one. It's the Lamborghini Countach, of course. And I think they redid this one for the Speed Machines line, but considering it was all current sports cars at the time, this one was probably a little out of place, but who's complaining? It's a fantastic casting. I like that they took the wing off of it, and it looks so good in plain gray with the gold co-molds. Another one of the more highly sought-after Speed Machines. I found it at a toy show for $7. I was pretty happy about that. Now on to the Lamborghini Gallardo. They did 3 colors in this one. I have all 3. The police is the best one, I think. Doesn't have a light on the roof, but doesn't need it. Recolored in white. And finally in green. Now, this green one will introduce to another little thing. I think the line was discontinued in 2010 because it just warmed the pegs everywhere. But there was, I think, a request in Asia and some places in Europe to continue the line or as a way to fill some product needs. So Hot Wheels actually reintroduced the Speed Machines with some not really new castings, but they didn't have the co-mold wheels. They had OH5 wheels. This Lamborghini was one of them. I can try to remember what the other ones were. I think the McLarens and some others. But so you'll find those two with the OH5 wheels on it. Here is the Lamborghini Reventon. I don't know if I said that right. In matte black. This casting's always bothered me because the wheel wells don't fit the rear wheel wells. It looks a little goofy. Recolored in green. I can't remember which one was first, which one was second, but I believe that's the order, black and then green. Here's another that you will find in both co-molds and OH5s because it was a later release. This is the Revention Roadster. And this is my last Lamborghini, probably the most desired of the Lamborghini castings. This is I'll show you the base. Right here. Murcielago LP670-4 SV. We have not seen it. Well, we saw it introduced in the Speed Machines, and look how cool it is. And it was towards the end of the line, and the model was released in very, very small numbers. It's one of the rarest Speed Machines, along with the Zamak 599XX. And then it was released in the Decade series, and we have never seen this casting since, which is too bad, because look how cool it is. Mitsubishi Evo. There are two colors. I only have this one. The casting on its own looks really good, but it's a little too big, I think, compared to other Hot Wheels. But this one's really, really nice. Super detailed. All right, moving on to another of the legendary speed machines introduced in the line. This is the Mclaren F1 Gtr. 4 colors, just like the 599XX. 4 colors. This one, if you look at McLaren F1 GTRs, this is one of the decos you will see. So much effort. So crisp. So 3 other colors. Another standard GTR deco or racing GTR deco. You don't see decos as clean as this anymore. You're seeing it on car culture now, but look how good these look. Third color. This one is one of those you'll find in both OH5 and co-molds. Usually places like Greece have them, wherever they were released, in the OH5s. And here is the last color. How pretty is that? This is one we saw in the Decades line too, and then it vanished, and we finally saw it in the main line last year. We're bound to see it again. Okay, moving on to the Nissan GTR. This is the first generation GTR, R35. Not as nearly as nice a casting as the 2017 GTR that Hot Wheels did, but as far as the releases of this model, this is the best one. 2 colors and speed machines. The black one is my favorite because, again, there's those gray co-molds that just stand out. Okay, moving on to Porsche. This is the Cayman S. A casting that's just not totally right. Little slumpy from front to back, but these look really good. High quality paint. Should I say it again? Super detailed. They did 2 colors. They actually used the same deco. They did one in white and one in black. Here's the 911 GT2. This one was towards the end of the run and kind of hard to find. You'll see 2 Porsches. This is the second of the GT2s. I think they did one GT3 or something before that, an older casting. You'll see more of those. They're easier to find. This one's the harder to find of the 2. Same black and orange look. They did quite a few Porsches. I don't have a ton. I have the 2 Caymans. I have this one. And this one, the beautiful Carrera GT in white. Colored in yellow as well. I just don't need anything more than this beautiful white version because there they are again, those gray co-molds. You don't need anything more than what's on that car. They even detailed the rear exhausts. How great is that? Okay, last but not least, we move on to VW. Volkswagen Sirocco. And I'm probably saying that wrong, and you guys can probably make fun of me. But 3 colors on this one. I love that rear spoiler. Satin green color. All 3 of them look totally different. Look at the details on the hood of that one. This one's my favorite of the 3. These models make you salivate, don't they? There's no way, if you don't have them, it's hard to look at them, I know, because they're so nice. And here is the last color in yellow with blue rims. Okay, you want to know my favorites? Here we go. Ford GT LM in black with gold rims. Lamborghini Murcielago in yellow with that plastic glossy spoiler. Audi TTS in blue with the gray rims. Would love to see this casting back, but it's not going to look better than this one. The beautiful McLaren F1 Gtr in gray with the orange trim. One of the cleanest looking models they've ever done. And finally, the granddaddy of the speed machines, at least for me, is the Zamak Ferrari 599XX. As cool a looking model as they've ever done. Mix in that it's hard to find, and you've got yourself one of those kind of Hall of Fame type Hot Wheels models. There you go, guys. That's the Speed Machines line. I hope you enjoyed it. There's more to showcase in this, but fun line to collect. Kind of hard to collect at this point, but I think worth it if you want to pursue some of these models. I enjoyed showing them. They're always fun to look at. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got more tomorrow. Bye!